Looking to avoid getting drawn into a relegation scrap. Rod Harrington and Stuart Park, your commentators.
I just wonder whether Barney has Scottish roots. They love him here, always have.
140.
Smidgen, I think, behind Gary Anderson in the popularity stakes. Anderson and Peter Wright still to come. We've just seen a mighty Tungsten tussle at the top of the table. Michael van Gerwen blowing it. Phil Taylor coming back to snatch a point. This, surprisingly, at the other end of the table, featuring two men who were in the semi-finals of the Premier League only 12 months ago.
Yes, and Chisnall had darts as he hits the first maximum of the match. He had darts to beat Gary Anderson in that semi-final. Anderson went on to win it. This double 16, 2 clear darts, I believe so. But Wayne was right with both of these players. The consistency leg on leg is just not there. And with Barney, like last week against Wade, it took 3 or 4 legs for him to really get going and get some emotion.
100.
So it's going to be easy, interesting to see what happens. Well, 170, we see Michael van Gerwen take this out against Phil Taylor, which was an incredible shot. Leads the tops though, sets it up absolutely perfect.
Well, Barney on a 13-darter. Will he get a dart at it? Double 14 for Chizzy.
93. Revenue required 40.
Good opening from both here. Some strong scoring. And his strong finishing from Barney. There it is. It was the finishing that let him down. He was 5-1 down against James Wade a week ago in Nottingham, missing darts to win 4 of the legs that he lost, and having fought back to force a deciding leg, then missed 3 darts to earn a draw, and that missed point
95.
yet be absolutely crucial for Barney. Judgment night in Cardiff in a fortnight's time.
16.
As it stands, there's 4 players who are going to be scrapping it out for survival. Barney 4 points, Chizzy 3, Michael Smith 3,
140.
Robert Thornton on 1. That's how the bottom looks. A win for either of these here tonight in Glasgow, and they will take a giant step towards survival.
Barney's going to have to switch here. Switches fine for treble 19. Puts some pressure on Chisnall here. And he's got a... Oh, there we see that. Snatch, a thrutch, whatever you'd like to call it. But it's just consistency in Dave Chisnall's throw that's costing him. And now Barney's going to get 6 darts from here. Doesn't have to hit the bullseye. No, he hasn't. So over to... He now hit the bullseye. Could have gone treble 18 64. For the double 18. But he may come back for 2 darts at double top.
Chizzy looking at 140. The ton will do.
45.
45 will not do.
65.
Great chance here for Van Barneveld to break the throw. Lovely first dart. Perfect marker.
45.
Now then, 135's a big ask.
Well, look at that shot of the arena. It's incredible here at the Hydro. Every seat,
47.
there's someone sitting on it. And what a fan. Like you said, Stuart, they always support Raymond Van Barneveld here. And double 10 secures a first breaker throw, and Barney takes an early lead of 2-0.
10,000 here in Glasgow. I've already seen a terrific night. Gary Anderson beating Adrian Lewis. Big win for James Wade against Robert Thornton. Taylor and Van Gerwen, a thrilling draw. The match of the night. And here Barney stealing a march on Dave Chisnall.
Well, the incredible thing about that previous match, Taylor against Van Gerwen, it was a draw, and yet Taylor see it as a win. Van Gerwen see it as a loss.
Yeah, absolutely, spot on. And that's will give Taylor a huge boost. Don't forget as well, Van Gerwen missed a dart to go 6-1 up. Terrific fight back. 3 mismatched darts proving costly for Michael van Gerwen.
85.
Here, Raymond van Barneveld loves it in Glasgow. He is the most successful Premier League player
96.
in the history of the competition in this city. More wins, 7, than any other player. Only lost 2 in Glasgow. Loves it here.
140.
Well, finally he puts a 140 on the board in this leg. I feel that Chizzy isn't going to take it out now. So Barney comes back to hold his throw to take a 3-0 lead and some command in this game. Doesn't want to miss big numbers. Triple 20 would help. Now go big 20 for double 18.
58. Debut class 60.
Well, is that going to be another costly Van Barneveld missed double? Chizzy breaks back. That was the story of last week in Nottingham. Barney misses and his opponents don't.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
I'm sure it was Chisnall's throw.
It is.
A little bit of confusion there from the players.
Barney getting ahead of himself. Just had his throw broken, and Chizzy now looking to level.
96.
I think I might have tapped Barney on the shoulder there if I'd have been Chizzy. So hang on a minute, old fella, it's my go.
140.
Perfect dart for Chisnall. Yeah. First dart, setting up a second maximum. We mentioned that Van Barneveld has suffered 3 defeats on the spin. Chizzy here.
140.
5 Premier League matches without a win. His only win so far this year on the opening night in Leeds, way back at the start of February.
140. David by 85.
Whitewashed Robert Thornton, but since then, not a lot. But this for an 11-darter.
In short of the fourth leg.
All turned around. 1 missed start from the Dutchman for 3-0. It's 2-2.
Well, that's the first maximum for Van Barneveld. And already, Stuart, I think we see in this game how good these are, but how inconsistent they both can be. And Barney, as you said, 1 dart, double 18 to go 3-0 up. That's controlling the game with a 1st to 7. Here we go, folks! For the second time this evening, we've had 2 maximums. The first one was from Robert Thornton. He hit 7 trebles. Barney, a bit of the king of 9 darters. First one was in Bournemouth in the Premier League. 1-4-1. Oh, that's not a bad dart. Not a flinch in that face. Concentration was 100%. He's only interested in winning the leg.
83.
Could be under pressure here. A 180 from Chizzy already. And he will be under pressure here. Van Barneveld hitting 6 perfect darts.
58.
Great response from Chisnall. Cannot afford to miss here. Oh dear.
38.
Oh dear, Raymond.
56.
Well, he's been atrocious on them double tops still, hasn't he, Barney? And Chizzy clean up and nick the leg. Now he's going to have to chase down to the 10s, and double 10 it is. That's a breaker throw for Chisnall. And again, 2 darts. Barney had 1 dart at double 18 for 3-0. He's just had 2 clear darts at tops and 10s. And now he finds himself trailing. And this is where Barney tends to lack. He doesn't seem to have any fight in himself at times. He needs to get a bit of emotion, a bit of adrenaline going.
Well, it's tight at the top, it's tight at the bottom. And Raymond van Barneveld, as he hits a third 180.
That's the third 180 in 5 throws.
Yeah.
56.
And he could have been, perhaps should have been 3-0 up, should have certainly been 3-2 up. All the missed doubles. No problem on the trebles.
123.
There we have it. Van Gerwen possibly should have been clear. Taylor pitching a draw in a thriller. Anderson
57.
could go third with victory over Peter Wright in the last match. Now have a look at that at the bottom. You would think 4 players scrambling for survival. 2 will be eliminated on Judgment Night at the end of the month in Cardiff. And it doesn't get too much easier, you have to say, for these players. Barney's last 2 matches before the cut-off, Van Barneveld will play Lewis and Van Gerwen. Looking at 8-8 here to hit back. Well done. Important like that. Had to hit back. Has hit back. It's 3-all. Yeah. Liverpool next Thursday. Barney plays Lewis. Chisnall plays Gary Anderson. Then on Judgment Night in Cardiff, and Barneveld plays Van Gerwen. And Chisnall plays Peter Wright. So this is must win for both. Massive game.
Also, let's not forget Thornton plays twice next week, so he actually could put these more in trouble. If Thornton gets a double result next week, that'll push him up to 5 points. I mean, I know he's not been playing well enough, but you never know. He could easily turn up and do some damage, and that would seriously put the loser here even in more trouble.
Intriguing this. They're both playing pretty well with so much at stake. Barney averaging 107.5, 108 now, despite all the missed doubles.
114.
Good stuff from both. There's another one.
121.
Well, Barney has been so good, like Wade, at these type of checkouts. He needs the bullseye. This would be to hold his throw, and that's exactly what Barney has done. Last week, I believe it was 3 checkouts. The week before, the same. He'd been taking out these checkouts to give himself good positions in games.
Well, when he's got 2 or 3 clear darts and a double, that's where the problem has come for Barney. The big checkouts, no problem at all. And he's turned it round again, 4-3.
100.
We remember last year, Barney made a slow start, didn't he, to the Premier League, and had that remarkable run of results. He was brilliant for 8 weeks, which secured him that place in the semi-finals. Chizzy was bang on for Dart 1 12 months ago with the Premier League, which would be all the more disappointing because he just hasn't hit the heights this time round.
Well, certainly, he's putting pressure on Chisnall here. Barney, when you take that, his doubles percent is only 33%. He's just under 110 on the average. So this is a good performance from Barneveld, surely, after the 121. Will he go for the bullseye? Oh! He is going for the bullseye. A 121 on the board, now a 161 for Raymond van Barneveld. And this is exceptional darts from the big Dutchman.
How about that? 161! Last week in Nottingham against Wade, 161 crucially here in Glasgow against Chizzy. 3 legs on the spin. It's advantage. Van Barneveld, look 41. At that. 110. And the power to add. Well, do you know what? We've talked so much about, rightly so, about the clash between Van Gerwen and Phil Taylor. And this from Raymond van Barneveld is turning out to be the performance of the night here in Glasgow. I told you loved it here. This is terrific.
Well, certainly the highest average of the night. This is a real top-class performance from him. We know he's got that ability, man. When he beat Michael van Gerwen in the World Championships, that was an incredible game of darts. And that's 8 maximums in total in this match. It's 5-3 in scores to Barney, but it's 5-3 in 180s to Chisnall.
58, David Bell, 114.
Well, the door open maybe here for Chisnall. That's a great lie. That's a great dart.
120.
Well, we gave him the big build-up. Now Barney here. Only one dart. Double 18. Biggest dart of the match. Oh, what a dart it proved to be. Barney secures a point. He's taken out 121, 161, but I'll tell you what, that 76 finish from the Dutchman, just as important.
Totally agree, Stuart. And that 76 was a lot easier than the 76 in the previous leg. It's because he was so confident of hitting them 2 bullseyes, and confidence is flowing out of Raymond van Barneveld. This is as good a performance as we've seen, well, since that World Championship win against Michael. It's up to just over 111 on the average.
91.
Raymond van Barneveld is playing like this. It's a joy to watch, it really is. 111 average, 4 legs on the spin. He's got 1 point, he needs 2. 2 will take him to 6 points. And it will mean, crucially,
60,
that he's 3 points clear of both Dave Chisnall and Michael Smith, and may only need 1 point from his last 2 games to survive.
This is where Chisnall's game has been this year, to be quite honest, Stu. You know, he only needs to step up there, put some pressure on, hit 1 treble, and it makes it harder for Raymond. But now Raymond's think, well, I've got 6 darts here, so you never know, I might be able to take the 170 out. Oh well, those thoughts have just gone out the window.
44.
He'll be massively disappointed he didn't get close.
96.
But he can still win it in style. 121, 161, 76 in the last 3 legs. Unlucky. Chizzy returns
56.
to stay in the match. Perfect marker.
I just knew he was going to pull that last one. His form has not been there as Chisnall. Now Raymond van Barneveld steps up for a win. Double 16 to close it out.
38.
The anguish in his face. And Chisnall thinking, I've got a bit of luck here. Make sure I take advantage. Advantage he does. Oh, yes, Chizzy. It was only just in, nearly in the 15th, to be quite honest. But another leg on the board.
Now it gets nervy for Van Barneveld. It's been vintage Van Barneveld, you have to say, but he's got to finish it. You talked about the draw between Taylor and Van Gerwen being like a loss for the Dutchman and a win for Taylor, coming from 5-1 down. Well, after getting to the verge of victory and missing a match dart, a draw would feel like a defeat, I'm sure, for Van Barneveld, but with a great visit. 106 average!
96.
Well, this is where he really needs to put the pressure on Chisnall. He's going to close it out here, and he needs to close it out here because
57.
Chisnall will have to throw in that last leg. And Chisnall may get 9 darts from 306. And certainly he's going to need at least another 6.
Well, he's only in this position, Chizzy, because of missed doubles from his opponent.
52.
Barney opens the door once more. This is a massive visit for the man from St Helens. Not enough. Not
60.
nearly enough.
Raymond Europar 152.
So 6 darts from here for a vital victory. Mary needs 3. To win it in style! Massive win for Raymond van Barneveld. 3 huge finishes, 161, 121 and 152 to win it. 105 average. Barney is all but safe. Brilliant performance from the Dutchman, the former Premier League champ. But Chizzy is now 6 without a win. He is in big bother at the bottom of the pile.